Hey there, everybody. So in this video, we're going to talk about health. And what we're particularly going to talk about is inflammation and how to get rid of it. So I'm going to begin by referencing a couple great resources that I just want to share with you that you can go do a lot of continuing education and really raise your consciousness with. One of those resources is Dr. Axe, Dr. Josh Axe. His website is draxe.com. He's got a lot of great, very basic but very succinct articles on a range of topics. And then, of course, we also have Dr. Mercola, famous Mercola. I have learned tons of stuff from studying his articles for years now, and he also has many articles, some of them going much deeper, getting pretty technical, which is pretty cool about Mercola, is that it's very easy to understand, but it's very specific and technical as well. But let's begin here talking about Dr. Axe's article, and it's called Inflammation at the Root of Most Diseases. Now, down here, it actually says inflammation has been found to be associated with just about every health condition. And researchers getting into studying inflammation is now new. It's an emerging field, it says here, and it's a new concept for medicine because modern medicine focuses on treating symptoms, not addressing, of course, the root cause of the issue. If you actually prevent issues, well then, of course, nobody is going back for their very expensive drugs every month. So modern medicine, Big Pharma, does not have a vested interest in really preventing anything. So that's why I'm doing these videos, and me and many other people are trying to help folks become aware of how to take care of themselves, how to prevent issues so we don't get stuck in a rut. Now, this article goes on to discuss what is inflammation. So let's talk about that, because inflammation, the idea of it's always thrown out there, it's always talked about, but it's never specified. So let's actually specify here. Inflammation isn't always bad. It's the body's natural defense against damaged cells, viruses, etc., and it aims to remove these harmful or foreign invaders and heals itself. So any kind of acute inflammation, it's called, say you get sick or you get joint sprain or something to that effect, you get infected, you want that acute inflammation to help you, support you, and get you along the way of the healing process. Now, the problem is chronic inflammation. So chronic inflammation is inflammation that persists, and it persists for a long time, if not indefinitely, and it just doesn't go away. People consistently live in pain. Their joints hurt. The inflammation in their nervous system, maybe even their mental thought processes aren't working right. So chronic inflammation is the one that we want to get out of us. It's the one we want to get rid of, not necessarily the acute inflammation. Granted, yeah, we want to make sure the acute inflammation is working properly and doesn't stem into chronic inflammation, but it's really the chronic stuff we're targeting. So how do we get rid of that chronic inflammation? Well, there's a few ways that Dr. Axe talks about, and I have some bullet points right here that I'm going to mention. Number one, stay hydrated. This cannot be overstated because just about every single process and system in your body will be helped by that, but simply just stay hydrated. Number two, take care of your diet. Okay, so taking out the processed oils, the refined carbohydrates, anything that comes in a box, anything that's basically been pasteurized, all of these things are going to be dead, lifeless foods that aren't going to transfer any energy, any life force onto you. So you want to make sure you're eating real food. You want to make sure you're eating organic food, avoiding those pesticides also. And then, of course, your lifestyle habits of the soaps you're choosing, the shampoos you're choosing, the environment that you're choosing to be around. Make sure you're not around electromagnetic frequencies causing inflammation as well. Lots of things to keep track of, but of course, the more aware you are, the more you understand about what's harmful for you and what's good for you, then of course, the better you're going to be at making these good choices for yourself. And number four, I would actually say structural balance. Keeping a good posture of your body is going to keep your nervous system working properly. You're not going to have your joints out of alignment and your nerves pressed on by weight. You know, if you have an off-balance spine, your vertebrae can slip and actually press on your spine. You'll get less electrical conductivity through your body, less energy going to your organs and to your systems, especially downrange from your brain, lower in your vertebrae. So Structural balance is actually crucial for good inflammatory response. This Mercola article here gets a little more technical, talking about transcription proteins, the nuclear factor kappa beta, proteins that are major inducers of inflammation. So like I said, you can check out Mercola for some more suggestions on or some more technical research on inflammation and some suggestions here on various supplements that you can use to combat inflammation. I was just mentioning some lifestyle choices, and here you can take, Dr. Mercola recommends at least curcumin in turmeric, fantastic supplement that I've recommended to many people and I've seen them take to help with inflammation and I've heard great things about. You can check out green tea, also many other antioxidants found throughout the herbal remedy kingdom, if you will. So there's a lot of different things you can take to combat inflammation above and beyond making all of those good habits, good choices for yourself. And then the very last thing I want to talk about here is CBDs. So CBDs are fantastic anti-inflammatory agents. You can check out this study right here that's actually a published study. And it says here, cannabinoids as novel anti-inflammatory drugs. This study was published in 2009, so it's not recent that CBDs are or have been known to been good. I mean, there's a huge push lately to get CBDs and various cannabis therapies legalized and available to the public to use, but at least in terms of research and understanding them, it's not a new concept. It's actually years old. We've known these things, THC and CBD and whatnot, are very good for us for a while, but now many people are becoming aware of it, and they're becoming aware of how good it is for inflammation. There's many studies being done on it more and more. Here's a list here that I found of all of the studies that show cannabinoids to be good for inflammation, so you can check out all the studies. I'll link this down below. And then lastly, if you're looking for a really good CBD product, I would suggest this one right here by Natural Hemp Oil. You can go find them, naturalhempoil.com. It's a complete CBD product. There's no THC in it, no psychoactive component at all. You're just getting straight CBDs. They have different kinds of tinctures with different strengths and different prices, but it's a fantastic company. It's a local company. They're a small business out of California, so they're in America here, and they make a fantastic, really good tasting product too. Love taking this stuff. I take it every day, not only to help manage inflammation, but to help with the neuroprotective components of it as well, and just all the other things that CBD will help you with. So go check them out. Make sure you make good choices to combat the inflammation in your life and to get yourself make yourself into a much healthier, whole human being. Thank you guys for watching.